Hello? Anyone in there? No sense of humor. Oh, the strong and silent type, eh? Think you're safe behind that mask. Oh, just give me 15 minutes and a can opener, and I'll have you whimpering like a schoolgirl. You might like it.
That's enough, patient. Guard, leave us.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I am Dr. Hugo Strange. And you are?
Two-Face. Catwoman. Batman.
We can play these games as long as you like.
Great! I love games.
Not in my facility, you won't. I am fully aware of your condition. The last thing you have is time. I'm giving you an opportunity to have a deal with you. But I can make your final days at least more comfortable.
And in return, I'd be giving you,
I want to study you. I need to understand why you are the way you are.
I don't have long, Doc. You're gonna need more than a bunch of psycho mumbo-jumbo to get to the bottom of what's wrong with me.
Oh, I have more than that. Much more. Do we have a deal? How are you feeling today?
You promised me another Doctor Strange.
Maybe you shouldn't have killed the one I sent last week.
Well...
Tell me, what made you do it?
Well, fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. Besides, it was worth it to see the look on her face. In fact, wait a minute. I think I got a piece of it here in my pocket.
You are trying my patience. That was the third doctor you've killed.
Oh, keep on sending them, Doc. I'm trying to break my record.
No, I think it is time you do something for me.
Name it, Doc.
Now, tell me of how you came to be. How you came to be sitting across the table from me. Dying.
Is that all? Well, I guess you can say I once had a really bad day.
Go on.
It was a Thursday night. I was only 3 days away from the bank foreclosing on my home. The chemical plant I worked at was getting ready to lay off half the workforce. And there I was, sitting there in the hospital, holding the hand of my pregnant wife, wishing to God she wasn't dead.
That must have been upsetting for you.
Probably was. But all I know is that if I hadn't let old man Falcone's men into that plant that night, well, they'd have killed me too. And I gotta admit it, I was scared. Not of being dead, you understand.
No one would blame you if you were. It is perfectly common.
Do I look common to you? No, I was scared of the part just before you die. You know, when you're just desperately clutching and clawing at life, and you look down and you see yourself clutching just to survive just a little bit longer with slippery, blood-covered hands. So I made a decision right there.
What was that?
Well, that is another story for another day, Strange. Oh, I feel terrible. I think I may need to see a doctor. Get me one.
You were telling me about the night your wife died.
No, Hugo. Last thing I remember is that I was waiting for another doctor.
We both know I have sent you 3 more doctors.
Did you?
Yes. One was left dismembered in front of the elevator to my office. The other two have not been seen since they were sent to you.
Oh, how careless. Listen, Doc.
Professor!
Okay, Professor. I'll give you a little more. Okay, so I was there, standing in the freezing rain, just staring at the chemical plant, feeling numb. Jeannie was dead. It didn't seem real. I could just remember the first time I met her infectious smile as I told her bad joke after bad joke, and to think all the years we've been together, even the pathetic wretch I was, she still wanted my child. And then they arrived. Reality's way of yanking me another wedgie. Falcone's men came, and they brought a box with them. And, well, one of the guys told me, well, things could be worse. I asked him how. He grabbed me by the collar. He had been eating garlic that day, and each word stank as he threatened to perform oral surgery on me with a nail and a brick. Creative guy. So, I obviously felt scared enough to actually deal with them. Then, they gave me this box. I remember it feeling heavy. Was it a bomb? A gun? I had never used a gun before. Were they that heavy?
And what was in the box?
How's that doctor coming along?
I'll get you one.
And when you do, I'll tell you the rest.
You are looking a bit better, yes?
Well, I had my good days and bad days, but I do try and start every single one with a smile.
Great. Now you can continue your story.
Oh, yes, all right. Wait, where was I again?
The box.
Ah, yes, the box. So there I was, tearing open this box, expecting the worst, when all it really had was just a funky-looking red dome and a cloak. I thought the Falcone's men was having a joke with me, but apparently they were getting very serious. They told me to put it on, and, well, that was it, really. Have you ever tried to walk with an enormous fishbowl on your head? Don't answer that. It's hard. I mean, I could feel myself tumbling and losing balance every second, and not being able to see very well. And that was it, really. I looked like a spaceman, barely able to stand, ready to break into the one place this town had offered me a job. I couldn't see where I was going. I must have tripped one of the alarms or something. I heard muffled gunfire. I tried to run. And then I saw him.
Who?
Batman.
Really?
Yes, really. Batman tried to hit me. I moved out of the way, and, well, you must understand, I had this giant red dome on my head, and I lost balance, and then I fell. I held on just long enough. It's like life, really. 1 minute everything's bad. The next second, your wife's dead and you're dangling for dear life over a vat of experimental chemicals. I'm sure Batman would say he tried to save me, but we all know he didn't. I fell, and the moment, just before I hit the surface, I thought to myself that I could actually get away with this.
I assume that wasn't the case.
Do I look like I got away with it? I was drowning. Every inch of my skin was burning. It felt like my entire body was on fire. And it was all his fault.
Whose fault? Batman's?
Who else?
Yours.
Come again?
Let me tell you what I think. I believe you have fabricated a series of events to mask the truth of your condition. I have read 12 different accounts of your past, each very, very different, except for one detail. Batman.
Well, Well, you know me, Doc. I like to keep things interesting. A wise man once told me that if you're gonna have an origin story, you're better off making it multiple choice.
And never facing the truth of what really happened. What you did. How you got here.
Oh, I know exactly how I got here. A big truck took me in from Arkham. You remember the asylum, don't you?
Of course.
Oh, great, because I hate to think that I fabricated you watching me from my cell in all those times.
Excuse me?
Hugo, you merry maniac. You were all obsessed with me, trying to figure out what's going on in here. Next thing you'll tell me is that it wasn't you who sent old Sharpie over the edge. Nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
Now listen here, Doc. If you want to make sure that nobody finds out about your past, you should stop poking your nose into mine. Oh, and send me another dog, Doc. I think I might need a second opinion. Ah!